The Transfer Center website has a wealth of information on there. I often have to hold back on adding more, so it's not so overwhelming with too much information. But I think as you explore it and you see the various research components that you can do off of the website, where information is held, how to find our events and workshops, you'll learn that it's very, very useful to use. So I want to give you a brief overview of the website to help you with finding information that you might need in the future. So the Transfer Center website, our address is just transfer.santarosa.edu. Obviously, you could Google SRJC Transfer Center. You can put it in the search box on the website, but it would bring you to this page, okay? So this is our main page for the Transfer Center. This is our carousel, so, it goes through various slides here for students to look at. And then please follow us on Instagram. We do inform students of what's happening in the Transfer Center on Instagram. And let's start over here on the right-hand side with our calendar. So you can click on our calendar to see what is happening. What we do is we list when we have universities visiting, whether that is in person or virtual. So today is UCLA. So they are visiting. Students can meet with a UCLA rep. And you can see all of our workshops are loaded in here. We will add more rep visits as they get scheduled. Transfer Day is September the 6th. So that happens every September, and I highly encourage you to attend Transfer Day to be able to speak with over 50 university reps about what they have to offer. Okay, so that is the calendar. Moving down here, we have announcements. So we have different information from different schools or about different webinars that might be happening, things like that. Now let's move across the top. Under the transfer process, we have the general education patterns. So you can find those right here on our sheet. We also have videos on the sheets. I don't think you'll need those since I'll be covering that information, but if you want to refer back to it, you definitely can. Information on major prep, transfer basics, a checklist. Then here under transfer universities, let's just go through each of these. There's applying to a university, so there's general information about the application process for both the UC and the CSU, and then the California privates and out-of-states as well. So those schools typically use the common application, which we'll be talking about. We have a link on how to choose a university. So a lot of times we see students who are applying, and during the application process, they decide they want to add another school. That is not the time to be adding more schools. You do not want to be creating your college list while you are applying. That college list should be done and finalized so that you know you've met all the requirements for that campus and you're not wasting money by applying to a school that you don't qualify for. So we have a school research tool here that you can download that can help you in keeping all that information in one place, all the research that you're doing. Coming up, it's just taking a second here. And then we have different college search websites. So we're often asked in the Transfer Center, what is the best school for psychology? Do you know how many schools have psychology as a major? So there's lots and lots of options, and my answer is always whatever campus is right for you. You have to do that research and determine, am I going to thrive in an environment that's cold? Am I going to thrive in an environment where nobody looks like me? Am I going to thrive in an environment that's, 10 hours away from my family? So those types of things are really, really important, and you'll be researching through Counseling 80. So this is what the sheet looks like. What's the school name, their contact or webpage information, what major are you looking at, what major prep do you need to have done, how many units are required in the GPA, what's the application deadline, and any other information that you want to include there. So it's very simple, but it's just a way for you to get that research in one place. Okay, so you might find that helpful. Let's see. The Western Undergraduate Exchange, we'll be talking about that when we talk about out-of-state campuses, but that's one that you might want to look at. Then we have online degree options, transfer in California and transfer out of California. So if we look at transfer California, these are the various systems that you could transfer to, and we try to make the boxes the same. So once you click on a box, there's general information, transfer specific information. And so you could look up the campuses, the applications, the cost, resources for various students, and then just different, resources or, pages that are specific to that system. So that would be good to do. The resources page, let's talk about the Get Involved at SRJC. So this is a page that I put together a couple years back to show all the various ways that you could get involved at Santa Rosa Junior College. So some applications, particularly the UC and the Common App, are going to ask you, what have you done to be involved? Who are you besides a student? And so this may be a way that you want to look for ways to get involved at SRJC. We also have this SRJC to SSU page. I find Sonoma State's website a little bit convoluted, hard to navigate. And so what I've done is taken their website and put it under headings that make sense. And so this, if you're headed to SSU, this would be a great page for you to look at. Then under special programs, we have information on the associate degrees for transfer, our Lanzamiento program. If you are looking at going to graduate school, the Beyond the Bachelor's page would be good. If you're looking at nursing, and the tag information, we are still updating. They are being very slow. So these pages are still blocked, but they will be opening hopefully soon. So lots of information on the Transfer Center website. You're going to have an assignment around doing research on the Transfer Center website. So I just wanted to give you a tour of what all is there. All right, I will talk to you later.